Uptown Comedy Corner. DisRace, where our motto is and has always been no hate,
no fear,
but no fear. You got to know when to hold 'em, know when to fold 'em, know when to dive in the river and swim across to the dock.
but we never run.
But we don't do no running. DisRace, respect all
Fear none.
and fear none. I got my main man, the black box, to my far left, Lil Bo Peep.
Who the hell?
I got my main man, Brian Harper, to my immediate right.
Always winning, never losing.
I got Bullhead, the Muslim expert, to my far right.
Peace and blessings.
I got to my immediate left the brains of the outfit, the eye candy,
You gotta say that again about me.
the brains. Ladies and gentlemen, community activist, producer, actress extraordinaire, Sister JJ.
I'm here. Thank you, DC. I love being here.
We got Weightball in the house, and we got some special guests. Y'all gonna be surprised.
We
at
out
this show.
here.
We done turned it up a notch. Well, I guess y'all saw the Montgomery incident.
Yes, we did. That's my hometown.
We
For
did.
those of y'all
Monkey
that
Town
live
rockin'.
under, those of you that live under a rock and didn't, here's what happened.
Talk to him.
A brother who was a dock security guard or what have you, at a dock where they take ferries out on tours or whatever, he was basically policing the dock, awaiting the return of the ferry.
That's right.
A group of white folk pull up, tied the pontoon to the dock where the ferry was supposed to park. The brother walks over and tells them to move the pontoon.
To the left.
An argument
To the left.
ensues. To me, obviously drunk crew of white boys and a few girls. One thing led to another, and they attacked the boy. The brothers that were on the ferry returning came to his rescue, and that's basically the story. Where you saw it, Bo?
Yes, I did, but DC.
What you think?
I think it was a good ass whooping, first of all. And the little drunk Karens that came out there, I don't think they knew what they was coming to.
That's right.
I don't think they'll try that again.
I don't think so.
I think when you see grown men fight, you
Stay
your
out
ass
the way.
Out the way.
That's right.
And that chair will remind her every time she
The folding chair.
The folding.
Thank God for Nathan.
That boy
chair
got
is
that
a
folding chair and went to work.
That chair is a celebrity now.
Oh, yeah.
That chair may be auctioned off.
I don't think so. Well, let's say this. They probably didn't understand what the future held. Like, when it first started, they had the advantage. They were supporting their men on not moving their boats. And so it was many against one. They didn't understand that, like, several minutes later that the numbers was going to change. I mean, it's like
No,
Dave Chappelle said.
They
Now,
didn't
darkness the
understand
table
the
turn.
signal of that hat. When that hat went up in the air, that was the bet.
I love that. That might be my favorite part of the whole damn video. When the man took the hat off and said, "You know, the hell with it. Let's get it on then."
And they came from everywhere. They came from the water. They came from the sky. They came from the concrete. They
Brothers
rose
came
up.
to the rescue.
Yes, Lord.
One brother jumped off the ferry and
Yes.
Young brother.
Yes. Yes.
Young brother.
How
Yes.
y'all gonna look past the 16-year-old white boy that got punched? He was trying to help the brother.
I was gonna make that point. Now,
Yeah.
the one white boy in the vest
Try.
came over there. He gave somewhat of an effort,
Yeah, but that punch to the gut.
but that one punch, and he said,
Yeah, that ain't for me. It ain't for me. And he's just a big kid, but when I heard the captain talk about it, I didn't know the boy was only 16.
Yeah.
So that's why
He
he
looked
ran.
young. He looked young.
Well, at that point, they in war,
Yeah, he
so
looked
they
good.
didn't know who was. All you saw was white against black. So at that
No,
point,
Sister J, in the beginning, you go back in the beginning, when they jumped
Okay.
on the black dude, there was a young white male that was
Came to
standing
the
next to the
rescue.
black
Oh,
dude.
yeah.
And he
yeah.
tried
He
to
took
help out.
one punch. He said,
And the
That's
grown
big.
I
man
ain't
punched
signed
him in
up
the
for this.
stomach, and he just backed
You know,
out
that was
of
that
it and got
Pillsbury
all the way out the
dope
way.
boy. That's that
But
Pillsbury
let me
dope
ask you
boy.
this. Have you ever seen the signal of the hat going up?
I ain't never seen
Man,
that
that
before.
hat never came down.
Did the hat ever? That hat
Hat's
and the
still up
chair
there.
should be auctioned off.
Now, I'm gonna tell y'all about the racist aspect of all the commentary on the news. In my opinion,
Okay.
all of the newscasters, all of the journalists, even the ones that I halfway trust,
Okay.
are saying, you know, the black folk came to the rescue. But the reason that's evidence of a racist society is, why couldn't it be that the heroes, the rescuers, just saw a situation that was wrong and they were coming to aid the man that was being taken advantage of? But it got to be the black folks saw the black man getting his ass whipped and came to his rescue. Why? Why is it that? Why ain't it the black folk saw the man being taken advantage of and just came to his rescue? Now, the obvious way for them to tell which side you were on in that case was the opposition was white. But to me, it's not necessarily a racial issue. If I had been on the boat, for example, I ain't saying I would have had all the enthusiasm. I wouldn't have jumped in the water and all that. When I got up to the boat, if I had seen the security boy or whatever there getting his ass whipped, and if he had been white and the rest of the people were white, I still would have helped him.
Right.
But all of the news commentary suggests that
Hate crime.
the only reason the black folk jumped off the boat and helped him, I'm not saying none of them had that in mind, but they suggesting that the only reason the black folk jumped off the boat and helped him was because he was black. They totally disregarding the white folk were attacking this boy, and they saw what went down and that the boy did not deserve to get the ass whipping that they were putting on him.
Right. Well,
But
we've
see,
rented that.
I think that when the 16-year-old jumped in the water, that's when the seriousness of the other black people saw this is serious. Because the young dude, he was working at the dock.
Right. He was on the boat.
He was working there.
Working
there.
He saw it going down, and he said, "I'm not going to let this happen
Right.
to my coworker."
Conrad,
Right.
yeah.
And I think that's when the other people saw the seriousness in it, and you know.
But I'm saying the black folk are not being given credit for just being heroes, for lack of a better term, for just saying that the other folk were wrong and helping the man out. All of the commentary on all of the news stations assumes or presents the picture that the only reason the black folk helped the man was because he was black and the perpetrators were white.
Well, shout out to the
Honestly,
captain.
DC, for some of them, that is the truth. For some
Yeah.
of them, and
Some
for
of them.
it was about a man being in need of help. But for a lot of the black people that were out there, I'm almost confident if you were to ask them, they would say, yeah.
Well,
No,
Based on the situation or what they saw, white
So-
people on a black man based on the
no, they
climate
saw the whole thing go down. Though. So you telling me if the folk on the ferry were black, and they saw what went down go down, you have no confidence that they would have helped defend that security guy against a group of black people.
All right, let's put in context what DC is saying. DC is saying if it was black people that jumped on the black dude, what other black people came?
Exactly.
Oh, I think they would have.
That's
I
what
do.
I'm saying.
I think they would have.
So why are all the commentators insisting that it was just because the perpetrators were white and the victim was black?
because of
that
the
black people
because of
jumped
the
on?
rarity, and like I said, we've rented that boat several times, and I'll give the captain credit who went on a talk show this morning. The captain got on the talk show and said this morning it wasn't a racial thing. It's just that his co-workers was well respected, and they got off. He was like, and they've had problems out of that group before. And so they like last year they stole a golf cart and took it to the Hyatt, and the police talked them from not pressing charges last year. So the captain was on the radio this morning and saying, like, we repeatedly told him to move. So he didn't look at it as a racial thing, and I was glad he said it was just a lot of people that had a lot of respect for their coworker and went to his aid.
But go back to what you just said, though, Brian. You said that the police officers convinced them not to press charges
last year when they stole. Last year.
So,
What?
do you think the police officers would have convinced them not to press charges? I'm just saying, if they were black.
Well, let's be the common answer, of course. You know, the common what we're normally faced with. Of course, they probably said if it was a bunch of black people that had boats and stole the golf cart and hid it at the Hyatt, then of course, they say you need to press charges, they're stealing. But of course, I guess because these people come down there every year, like the captain said on the show, they come down there every year and they always doing something. Maybe the police just kind of let them slide. But before I jump on Montgomery PD, I think they even felt the situation like, okay, this has had enough. We've always had problems out of this group. But like I said, the captain got on. I text Lizzie. Like I said, we've rented that boat before many a times when we used to do our golf tournament. And she hated that the situation got out of it, and she didn't feel like it was a racial thing.
Well, two of the white guys that they arrested had already had cases of assault and battery before. So they've been known to do this. So now I don't know what made the black people decide we're gonna go. Some of the black people came to try to break up the fight, like the guys with the white hats on, the uncles.
I did
They were
see
trying
that.
No, they were not.
Until the
to.
white
The
guy-
white guy tried to.
Them Omegas was not trying to break up that fight.
No,
Boom.
no, yes they did.
They were
That
trying to
guy with
break
the
it
white
up.
hat on, the all white, he was trying to break it up, and then that white guy hit him, and he looked at him. He's like, "Where's on?"
It's on. Right. Exactly.
Yeah.
No
I saw
man,
that.
no bros, and the bros came cleaning the house now. And they were from
it was
R.C.
on.
Hatch, Perry County.
Yeah.
No, it was.
To me, that wasn't no situation where you come and try to break it up. You come in there swinging, man. I mean, it wasn't no situation to me where you come in there trying to make peace. You got these boys, they way out of line, and you come in there and
Well, when you saw those black guys come with the t-shirts off and their shirts off,
You know what time it is with them.
they came
Yeah.
they came to brawl.
They
Yeah.
came for some
But
rough.
at that point, when they came in, the fight was not current. The guy was currently not getting stomped at that time. So the fight, it ensued, and then they had like a breakdown where it low.
And they wouldn't pull him off that boat, off that pontoon.
The black people, they came on, and that's why I'm gonna say it was racially motivated toward the end, because the way they was whooping them white people, you could see they had a chip on their shoulder. it was not like they was like,
The
"Let's
chip
stop
could
them,"
be,
I'm
the
trying to stop
chip
them.
on their shoulder could be because them folk jumped on the man. It don't necessarily mean. Now I'm with you. I'm sure some of them were like just black, thinking black and white.
Now, when the-
But for the news to assume that as though the white, I'm telling you, anyway, as though the white people wasn't doing nothing wrong.
Exactly.
Well, you knew that was coming
What I
though.
like about
Exactly.
it went straight to a hate crime. See what I'm saying? Now, I want to know, when the black dude threw the hat up, did he say hootie hoo or something?
It looked like he may have.
Oh, yeah. Because why would you, when we get in a fight, who throws their hat up in the air?
Right.
Signal, man.
I think he was just saying, I'm no longer the boat captain. He said, I'm no longer working here. It's gonna be me and you. I no longer work here. And what people like lose sight of when the guys skipped down there, before they threw the punch, if you watch carefully, it looked like the white woman was going inside the thing to get something. What it was, she was grabbing a flare gun, but the guy went on and threw the punch to shake her up because he didn't know if it was a gun or not. So the white lady in the blue was going into the thing like she was finna grab a flare gun. So my man went on and punched the dude, and then of course she just made tracks to the front of the boat.
I want to go back to that, retract that. When those black guys skipped down there, them guys on the boat was trying to, they wasn't getting off the boat.
Oh, of course not.
So
of course not.
for them to attack them guys, I thought was kind of like, why did you attack them guys when they was on the boat?
Cause she reached for a flare gun.
What I'm saying is, a flare gun just shoot in the air. They're not shooting.
But they don't know that. They just see somebody going in the
That's not
truck.
what you read.
I don't think she was going to get the flare gun and shoot it in the air.
I think she's gonna shoot them.
That's what I think she was going to do.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, yeah.
But those
she had to
guys
go.
came down with some intent When
Oh,
they came-
yeah.
Oh yeah, they
Oh, yeah.
came to whip some
They
ass.
came-
They came to
Oh,
that.
yeah.
They came for revenge.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
They seen that man get his ass whooped, and they was like, okay, even if you done whooping his ass and
We
ain't
gonna
no more
get you.
fight, it's
We gonna
revenge
get you.
time.
Yeah.
That's right.
And then when you seen one of them brothers, I could tell because I got a white boss at work. Her name Karen. It's exactly what you believe. It's like white lady Karen, and I be wanting to whoop her ass, but I can see one of them brothers. He
Karen,
had a
watch
white
this.
lady boss. Cause when he grabbed that white lady, he beat the sleeves off of her, and there was other people fighting. He could have grabbed somebody his own size, but he was like, "No, I got this bitch."
It was
and I've been
self-defense.
wanting to whoop a bitch ass.
You can't
Which
pick
one
and
you
choose.
talking about?
You
Which one
can't
you
pick
talking
and
about?
choose in that situation.
But for the black dude to come over with a chair and hit the white lady over the head when she's already beat down.
Repeatedly,
He was already in the mode.
he had it on his heart. He was like, "I'm ready to beat Karen."
He was intoxicated with adrenaline.
Hold up. Hold up.
So
Hold up.
white privilege was out the window at that time.
Hold up.
And
I
he
saw
got
my
shot
man with
too.
the chair hit the
They
white lady
tased
one
him.
time.
Hold on.
Now he was clean house. What I'm giving my black people credit from is that the men didn't necessarily jump on the white women. They kind of mushed them out of the way and then passed them up and let them sisters get their lick in. Like I know y'all think that was a dude.
I saw one brother beat the hell out
No,
of
no,
him.
no, no. That was a woman. If you talking about the one with the blonde hair,
I saw a brother beat the hell out of one of them.
that's a woman. DC, she just look like a dude.
No, not the one I'm talking
Nah,
about.
the lady
The
in
one
the
saw-
blue dress.
I
was
saw a
pansexual?
brother
She was
beat
pansexual?
the hell out of
No,
one.
she from
The devil in the blue
South
dress got her ass whooped by that
got
brother.
her ass.
It was the little devil in the blue dress one. She got told.
But I ain't mad where you show out where you get what. The
But
girls
now-
were
now-
throwing punches at the man.
Right.
So,
I still think it was mostly girl on girl
both
though.
sides?
huh?
When people arrested on both sides?
They arrested 2 or 3 brothers.
Okay.
No, they
Yes,
put
they
it up.
did.
Now-
They
now the second
arrested
part-
2 or
They
3
arrested like
brothers.
13 people that day.
Look,
Yeah,
the reason
right.
I asked that question is because
They
when I
arrested
saw
2 or
the
3
video,
black people, huh?
They ain't
It
take
was
them
all
down.
black
They ain't
police
take them
officers.
down.
I don't know if they took him down, but they arrested
They
him.
arrested, but they ain't take them down. It's
Well,
only
I
3
don't
white
know
people
that.
that got arrested.
Let me say this. Did you see the security guards that worked for the company? They was casually walking around. They didn't
Listen.
jump in it.
They was taping.
Everybody was casually walking around
They
till that
said
brother
they
hit
don't
that
get
woman with
paid-
that
they don't
chair.
get paid enough for that. They said I don't get paid enough for this.
No, everybody was casually walking till that
But
dude
now,
hit that
let me
woman
say
with the
this.
chair.
Now, some of the white women were a little drunk, tipsy, look like they came down with their cup
All
in their
them
hand.
people on that boat was
To-
drunk.
to
All them
try
people
to-
on that pontoon, they were all drunk.
Yeah.
I saw a TikTok of one of the boys that got his ass whipped. I don't know if it's fake or not. I think it's real because,
No, that was fake.
well, he got his ass whipped by somebody. You
Yeah, he
ain't
did.
done that yourself. Somebody whipped his ass.
Yeah. 'Cause he looked like none of the dudes. He looked like none of the dudes that got in the fight.
Well, the one
Oh, you
white
can't
dude,
see
he
what
came
all them
on
guys
the
look like. It was about 20 of them, man.
Hey, did you see?
Oh, you got the dude. You got the dude in the red shorts. You got the dude in the red shorts who
no.
started.
No,
You got the dude in the gray who got stumped out
You
and
can't
dove in the
tell
water.
me you can identify all of them guys. It was 20 people, man.
Yeah.
My
Well,
issue-
I will say this: Nathaniel Alexander would have never thought that his chair would be used in such a cause.
I don't know what he talking about. Shoot,
That's
there's
who chair
always,
was.
always a chair thrown in the middle of the club to
Nathaniel
strike up a
Alexander,
fight.
a black man, invented the folding chair. So who
No,
would've
he
thought?
didn't.
Yeah, Nathaniel Alexander in
he invented the folding
1911.
chair.
Yeah, they brought it all up on the internet, all that.
So
yeah.
who would ever thought that his chair would be in such a cause?
Well, let me
That-
say this: 40 people against 12. It looks better than it was, but it shows you that black solidarity. We still, we gonna stand up for each other.
Hey,
Don't
man.
nobody
So-
feel
Come
sorry for
together
the
for a
people in
good
the
fight.
Alamo.
We'll
The
come-
Alamo people get the same thing. It is 40 against 12.
Hey.
Same way at
It's
the
been happening
Alamo.
before.
We
Hey.
will come together
It's
for a good
good
fight.
for a change. They got to see how it feels to be a minority.
Right,
So
right.
what the
My
hell?
White
thing
privilege
is-
went out the window that
We'll
day.
be back. You listening to DisRace.